What's up, petrol heads? I'm your host Vikas and you're watching Cars and Cars. So finally, after a long break, I'm back with more motivation, more strength to make some more amazing videos for you guys. Anyways, let's talk about the car which I'm going to review today. And the car which I'm talking about is faster than a Lamborghini Aventador. It can reach top speed similar to that of a Ferrari 812 super fast, and it has double the torque of a Lexus LFA. And the most importantly, it is America's own sports car, or it is America's most popular sports car. Without wasting any more of your time, here I present you the 2019 7th generation Chevy Corvette ZR1. Dating back to 1953, when the first Corvette was featured at the GM Motor Hammer show, which was General Motors' own motor show to market its own cars. So yes, many years have passed and here we have one of the most powerful Corvette ever built, the ZR1 7th generation. So first of all, we'll talk about the looks of the car, and according to me, this car is like absolutely menacing, so beautiful, so gorgeous and so sporty from each and every aspect. Seriously, it's such a pleasure to your eyes. At the front you get to see the signature Stingray badge with this beautifully shaped LED headlamps. At the downside you get to see this radiator grille, and below that lies a really very big splitter finished in carbon fiber. So yes, overall from the front the car looks absolutely gorgeous. And I forgot to mention about the hood, so let's open it up. So yes guys, there's a hole in the hood and the engine bay is exposed to your naked eyes. So yes, actually there's a reason behind this concept. You might have seen the Ferraris, Audis and Lamborghinis. They have an exposed engine bay, so they apply a glass panel over the rear of the car and the cargo area where the engine bay is present. Similarly, Chevy wanted to do the same, and they too applied a glass panel on the hood of the car, but that was such a disaster, and then they thought that they have to do something different. So finally in the 7th generation ZR1, they have left it exposed. So yes, that's basically the supercharger. This big scoop is actually the supercharger and it's exposed to your eyes. So yes, you can have a look at your engine bay without even opening the hood of the car. So that's all about the front. Now coming towards the sides, you get to see this really very big 20 inches wheels with yellow brake calipers and a very massive disc. And then here you get to see the vents, and here are the side skirts finished in carbon fiber, and they start curving inside while moving forward, so that the moment you step out of the car you don't hurt them or you don't break them, because it's way too expensive. Obviously it's carbon fiber. The rear wheel seems to be the bigger one, so yes, I think it's the 21 inches. The way the front flows towards the back is like so satisfying. Coming towards the rear, the thing which appeals me the most is this really very big spoiler. Not as big as the McLaren Senna, but yes, it is really very big. So yes, it helps in creating good amount of drag, and we'll check the brakes when we'll be taking it out for the performance test. And at the rear you can see this signature tail light. So yes, in the earlier models these tail lights used to be in the round shape, but now they have turned into more of square types. And how can we forget about these quad exhaust tips, which sound really very crazy. So let's check them out. Let's get inside the car. Alright, let's turn on the ignition. Alright, so yes, right now we are inside the car and let's see what Corvette has on offer. Okay, so here you get to see the steering wheel with the Stingray badge in the center, and here are the steering mounted controls. There lies the instrument cluster. So yes, it's basically a combination of an LCD panel and analog speedometer, and there's the fuel gauge. Now coming towards the side, you get to see this infotainment panel. Here's the gear shifter. So this one is an 8-speed automatic, and here lies the buttons to control the AC and all the stuff. So yes, that's all I can tell you about the interiors, cause in the game I don't have much access, and I really can't tell you more about the interiors from the game. And yes, overall it's really very good. And the reviews which I've been watching about the Corvette ZR1, so this one comes with ventilated seats, and you can actually turn on the ignition. You can actually turn on the ventilation feature. even without entering inside the car. So you get that remote feature to control the temperature of the seat. So yes, if it's cold weather, if it's warm weather, you can actually change the temperature of the seat without even entering inside the car. So it's time to check the performance of this piece. And for the specs, this car is powered by a 6.2 liter V8 engine which produces somewhere around 755 horsepower. Okay, so let's give it the beans and let's test it out. But before that, let me press T, and here we can see all the details regarding the performance such as RPM, electronic brake, boost, torque, power, gears, and the speed in kilometers per hour. Alright, so let's just go for it. 0 to 100 is claimed in somewhere around 3.1 seconds, and I think I actually did it earlier. I'm in 6th gear right now. My speed is somewhere around 280. And this car is actually faster than a Lamborghini Aventador. Cause Aventador, you know, the coupe has somewhere around 710 horsepower, and this is 755. 325, 320. Oh. Let's press R. Rewind it. I got so obsessed with the speed that I forgot to apply the brakes. So right now, yeah, free speeds are somewhere around 310 and somewhere around 5,600 RPM. Torque is somewhere around 900 Nm. This I'm in 7th gear only. Okay, it's time to apply the brake. It's all fucked up. Not my mistake. That guy don't know how to drive. Yeah, not that good. Even after such a big spoiler, I was expecting the brakes to be much better. A really very sharp corner is coming. Let's see how this car handles there. Speed of 3. Alright, we have reached somewhere around 338 kilometers per hour. And here comes the corner. Nah. Fuck. So there's a criteria of judging the handling of the cars in Forza Horizon 4. According to me, any car who handles the speed of above 300 kilometers per hour on this corner, that car handling is good. Let's see how far we can go. I'm really not impressed with the brakes. Even after applying such a big spoiler, I was expecting brakes to be much better. So let's take it for another lap. That sound is like so orgasmic, it's such a brutal sound. It's like a combination of a supercar and a muscle car. This time we were able to handle this corner really very well. Now the road is a bit inclining, so the speed will start decreasing. So I think 5 548, 550 kilowatt is the amount of maximum horsepower that this car can produce. Let's check the top speed once again. Three 42, 43. Yeah. So there's a special place for Chevrolet cars in my heart cause Louis Chevrolet, the founder of Chevrolet Motors, he was actually a race car driver and automobile engineer, and Corvette has created a league for itself. This car is separate from all other cars, the Ferrari, the Lamborghinis. It's like a combination of a muscle and a sports car, and seriously. Amazing car, amazing. Never thought I'll fell in this much love with the Vette. Yeah, colloquially this car, colloquially you can call it Chevy Vette. And amazing. So yes guys, overall this car is like such a crazy machine. It will redefine the amount of acceleration, the amount of power that you have in your mind regarding the muscle cars, the American sports car, the Chevy Vette. The looks were amazing. In terms of looks, this car is like absolutely gorgeous, so sporty, so amazing from each and every aspect. And if we talk about the performance, then you can see that it was like a beast. The amount of acceleration, the amount of handling, the amount of refinement, everything is like up to the mark. So yes, overall in terms of looks and performance, I would love to rate this car 10 on 10. I seriously can't find any mistake with this car. There's carbon fiber, there's a big spoiler. Yeah, the only thing which I would like to criticize is the brakes, cause even after having such a big rear spoiler, the brakes aren't that much good. So yes, overall it was such a great experience driving this 2019 7th generation Chevy Vette. And guys, if you really like this video, then do share and like it, and from now onwards I'll try my best to upload regular videos in this quarantine period, making reviews of the cars in this Forza Horizon 4. And keep supporting the love, stay safe, stay home, and keep watching the cars and cars.